Okay, so to answer your question, is Business Proposal worth watching? Yes, but don't expect any deep plot or like storyline or anything intense at all. Like, it is really just a fluffy, lightweight rom-com. Don't expect some crazy action going on. Like, it's just really fluffy, which I like seriously appreciate after being scarred by 2521. Anyway, so what is Business Proposal about? So basically we have this young president who's being pressured to go on a lot of blind dates by the chairman, who is his grandpa. The president he's pretty young. He was orphaned as a kid, which is really sad. So his grandpa basically raised him, and that person's played by En Hyo-sub. He plays Kang Tae-mo, right? And then I told you his grandpa's trying to get him to go on a lot of blind dates, so he is set up with another like rich kid, Young-soo, who's played by Solina, and she begs her friend to go in place of her, and the friend that she begs is played by Kim Sejong, and Sejong plays Shin-hari, right? But she ends up coming up with the name Shin-gumi. It's so funny, bro. This drama has a lot of humor. Anyway, so Kang Tae-mo and Shin-hari, or Shin-gumi, they get into a contract relationship, and it's basically so that the chairman or like his grandpa will stop bugging him about going on blind dates. But anyway, they fall in love and whatnot. Kang Tae-mo also has a secretary played by Mingyu. He plays Cha Sung-hoon, if I'm not mistaken, and he is paired up with Solina's character. So yeah, it's just a really fluffy cliche K-drama. Literally, like, this drama is full of cliches. Like, I'm not complaining, but any cliche you can think of, any K-drama cliche you can think of, this drama probably has it. To list a few for you guys: childhood trauma, like, it wasn't actually a big part of this. They just touched on a lot of things and then moved on, which was kind of like, okay, why are they not focusing on this a lot? But okay, whatever. So yeah, we have childhood trauma, contract relationship, multiple hospital scenes. The female lead pretends to be someone she's not. The male lead has wealth and he's like basically a perfect dude with a perfect background. And then we have like accidental kiss because they fall on top of each other. I saw a comment, I don't remember if it was on YouTube, of a C-drama that I was watching, like an episode. It basically said it's only in dramas that falling leads to an accidental kiss. In reality, it leads to fractures. I was like, that is so funny. But anyway, so we had that. I think we had that once. We also have like the male lead having his signature gesture. You know how like in What's Wrong Secretary Kim, Park Seo-joon is always saying aura? Here he's always like swiping through the side of his hair. Bro, it got on my nerves. Like, at one point I was like, if he does that one more time. But yeah, he kept doing it. It's so funny though. And then another like cliche or trope is that the male lead is an orphan, the female lead has a best friend or like an annoying sibling. I don't remember there being a back hug. That's the only one I don't remember. Or like, it's cold and so he puts her hand in his pockets. And also, we don't really have a second lead in this, so no second lead syndrome, at least for me. I don't think we had a second lead at all, but I will tell you guys more on that, why I'm not like saying for sure that there isn't a second lead. So yeah, maybe those are the things that are not included in the cliche, and I'm pretty sure like the list goes on. Nevertheless, I still enjoyed every bit of this drama. Like, completing it right after 2521 makes it so good, for the romance, for the humor, for the happy ending. Basically, that's why it is good for me. If I watch this at a random time, it'll probably feel the same way like I felt for My Roommate is Gumiho. Like, it just has nothing exciting about it. I don't know, but that's interesting because I also binged on it, so I feel like I'm contradicting myself with my words and my actions. But anywho, I think everyone was just craving something like this with a lot of cliches, and that's why it's like so popular and widely loved. Yeah, I really don't have a lot to say in this general portion of the episode. Oof. So I went on K-drama tweet, and then there were a lot of spoilers. So I knew what was coming of that one scene, and y'all probably know the scene I'm talking about. So yeah, it wasn't exciting when I was watching it. I was just like, okay, I've seen this everywhere on K-drama tweet. You guys can look forward to that. They have amazing chemistry, bro. Every time they stood like close to each other, I felt butterflies. Like, they're just so cute, bro. And his hub is so beautiful, and so is Sejong. But yeah, and his hub is like a pretty boy. Like, he just has like perfect body proportions and stuff. Like, when he walks, he's literally a model. Like, damn. So yeah, like I said, we don't have too much drama. We don't have a villain at all. I think we just have some annoying characters, but like nothing too intense. Yeah, I think the most intense we got was probably the male lead drama. And also we had this, like, it was something I actually appreciated. And we had this one case of a pervert who was recording women, and I just love that they showed that, because that actually happens in real life, and that is disgusting, and those men need to be thrown in jail. But yeah, I really love that they show that. I think that's as intense as it got. Sorry, I have said yeah so many times on this episode. Overall, like I said, it is a feel-good type of drama, so even if there was conflict, it was funny for me. Like, this is not even a spoiler, but the grandpa is like, no, you guys can't be together, blah blah blah. But like, even as he was resisting, like, it was funny because he couldn't help but like Shinhari. So yeah, I found it cute. Anyway, before I end this episode, I'm going to read out the plot synopsis for you guys by the Asian Wiki staff. So it has 12 episodes. Like I said, it is obviously a 2022 K-drama, so I'm happy I'm completing a lot of 2022 K-dramas. I just realized that the genre I'm going for this year is mostly fluffy, because if I'm going to start Crazy Love, that's also a fluffy drama. I will try to expand my preference so I can bring content on different stuff to you guys, but don't expect the historical drama content. Like, if that happens, we're all going to rejoice. Or a medical drama or horror. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the plot synopsis by the Asian Wiki staff. It's Shinhari, played by Kim Se-jung, is a single woman and works for a company. She has a male friend and she has held a crush on him for a long time, but she learns that her friend has a girlfriend. Shinhari feels sad and decides to meet her friend Jin Young-soo, who is a daughter of a chaebol family. Young-soo then asks Shinhari to take her place in a blind date and offers some money for her time. Shinhari accepts her friend's offer. She goes out on the blind date while having the intention to get rejected by her date. When she sees her blind date, Shinhari is dumbfounded. Her blind date is Kang Tae-moo, played by Han Hyo-sub. He is the CEO of the company where she works. Kang Tae-moo is the CEO of a company that his grandfather founded. One day, his grandfather informed him of an upcoming blind date that he set up for him. Kang Tae-moo is a workaholic, and he is annoyed that his grandfather sets up blind dates for him. Damn, this plot synopsis is so long, and so he decides to marry the next woman whom he meets at a blind date, so he won't be disturbed from his work anymore. That woman is Shinhari, but pretending to be Jin Young-soo. On the following day, Shinhari receives a phone call from Kang Tae-moo. He asks her to marry him. That's interesting. Well, yeah, I think that plot synopsis, at first it started off so like, I was like, do we really need to read this? But then I guess that gives you guys a lot. That's basically what this drama is about. Anyway, like I told you, An Hyo-sub is the male lead, Kim Se-jung is the female lead, Solina is the best friend, so a side couple, and also Kim Min-gyu plays her love interest, her boyfriend. So yeah, those are the four main people. There are other people who are quite important, like Shinari's family and Kang Tae-moo's family, but I'm just going to stop there for the characters. Actually, one more person I need to list is the best friend that she had a crush on for 7 years, is played by Sung Woon-suk. He plays Lee Min-woo, and if you remember, I don't know if I talked about him on that episode, but he wasn't Wonder Woman. He played Liani's husband in Wonder Woman. But yeah, that's all there is to tell you guys about Business Proposal by the Asian Wiki staff. Okay, so to conclude, I'm going to say that Business Proposal is a fluffy rom-com with a lot of humor for you guys. So check it out. We have a lot of humor, a lot of product placement. And then we have a time skip in the last episode. That's another cliche. Like, I'm tired of seeing that. Can we have a drama that does not have a time skip? Like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I hate it. I hate it when the time skip is like a lot. Like 2 years later. Like, what happened in the 2 years? Are we just supposed to assume what happened? But okay. Anyway, I love how short and sweet this was. Like, I can't think of any more story they would have added to this, because I was talking to someone and she was telling me like, oh my gosh, it was so short, she wanted more. And I was like, nope, 12 episodes was more than enough. Like, I literally can't think of anything else they would have added to this. I would rate it a solid 8.7. I just realized whenever I rate stuff, I rate it based on 0.5. So I'm like 8.5 or a 9 or 9.5. But I'm going to be different on this episode, and I'm going to give this an 8.7, a solid 8.7. I can't give it a 9. I just can't. Like, there's so many other dramas that are amazing, and I cannot say this is on the same level as those dramas, but that's just me being biased, because I think thrillers and crime justice are superior. But yeah, it's a feel-good drama, so check it out. It was so cute. They have great chemistry. The leads have great chemistry. The side couple has great chemistry, and the friends also have great chemistry. It's not one of my fave dramas. I don't think I would say it's one of my fave dramas. I don't have any separation issues with it, but it's a drama I will definitely rewatch, or like rewatch scenes from it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, check it out if you want to or not. I'm going to end the general portion of the episode right here, and then I will do the outro and read out my notes to you guys. I am just saying that I made so much notes, I don't even know why or if I want to read them out right now.